Hidden secrets in the morning dew. Nature's larder waits so kind. Well-being song for heart and mind. Breathe it in, calm and free. Earth and sky in harmony.
Hey there, herbal heroes. My name is Tony. Welcome to the Humble Herb podcast, where we dig deep into the world of natural wonders. Ever wondered who actually creates, makes and sells those amazing health products in your local health food stores? We're chatting with the passionate people behind your favourite natural products and those who promote them to understand more about the variety on offer. From skin-loving serums to superpowered supplements and other well-being elements for your body and mind that you may or may not have heard about. Get ready for insider secrets, earthly wisdom, and maybe even a few giggles. Hit subscribe and let's grow a healthier, happier you together. So welcome to the Humble Herbs podcast. Today I'm talking to Sam Samantha Clark-Holland, who was inspired a while back to create the Humble. How long has the Humble Herb been around actually, Sam?
The Humble Herb's been around as the Humble Herb 3 years. But I've been making it for 6 or 7 years, but just for myself and friends and family.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so what inspired the Humble Herb? What started it, or how did it evolve as such?
It evolved from myself and my ailments, basically. I was diagnosed with ME in 2008. I've had a cancer diagnosis in 2013. I have lots of pain from my ME diagnosis. So I started, after my cancer diagnosis, looking at more natural remedies for ailments and went down the rabbit hole of CBD and essential oils.
So it was something you were searching for yourself, your own use as such,
Yes.
for your own. Got you, okay. And when you went down this rabbit hole, you ended up with CBD. So tell us a bit about, did you know anything about CBD before you found it? Or?
No, I'd seen it on some episodes of a program I've been watching about The Truth About Cancer, where it talks about a lot of natural remedies as opposed to pharmaceutical ones, and CBD is mentioned quite a bit in that. So that's where my journey began with CBD. I don't know really a huge amount about CBD, apart from the fact that it's just one of many different compounds found in the cannabis plant. It works like a key to lock what's in our own endocannabinoid system. And this internal system regulates important pathways, including sort of our immune functions, inflammatory reactions, hormonal control, pain perception, protection of neurons, and lots more, really. And that combined, I found, with different essential oils for different things, anti-inflammatories or sort of soothing balms. That's what I combined.
So you started playing around with CBD, which is quite sort of an earthy smell, isn't it? It's quite a pungent sort of.
Yeah, I've taken CBD oil before, and yeah, it's not the nicest tasting product, but it just has amazing benefits.
So was it really, were you looking at just using CBD, or how did the oils come in? How did you decide to, or why did you decide to use those?
Again, from just going down the rabbit holes of natural remedies and looking at the properties of essential oils.
So were you using those sort of separately and you decided to combine them? And
Yes, I was using essential oils separately and decided then to combine them.
And what happened? Did you wake up like one morning and think, right, I'm gonna do this, or were you in the kitchen and you sort of started stirring a pot up, or how did you sort of?
I suppose it's down to social media, really. I saw CBD balms starting to come out onto the market and thought, okay, and just started to experiment.
And this was really just for your own use?
Oh, completely for my own use, and then I started giving them to friends and family, and they started coming back saying, can we have some more? That's really helping with numerous ailments that they had. And that's how it started.
Now, my understanding, there's lots of different restrictions around CBD per se, as to what you can or can't make claims on, what you can and can't do and advertise and stuff. But on a personal basis, if you just created this and started putting little concoctions together for yourself, how did it help you personally? What did you use it for?
Predominantly, I used it for pain. With ME, you get pain it tends to move around your body quite quickly. So that's what I used it for to start with. And with elderly parents, they had bad knees and shoulders and necks. So they were using it for that, for pain relief on those.
And did you find it helped you? Did it give you some comfort?
Definitely. Yes, definitely helped me.
Okay. And what about the application? I mean, what did you do with this balm? How did it work?
Oh, it just goes on topically, basically where it hurts. So if you've got arthritis in your fingers, put it on your finger joints. If you suffer with a bad shoulder, put it on your shoulder. And by applying it topically, it doesn't go into your bloodstream. So there's no contraindications if you take pharmaceutical drugs as well. And you can apply it as many times as you want each day.
So is that actually what happens? What, you just apply it as and when you...
As and when, yeah.
Okay. And just on the area that's involved, or do you do something different? Or
Predominantly on the area that has the pain.
okay. So I can see that the Humble Herb has predominantly four different balms. So if I just go through, because I'm intrigued to understand why there's a split of four as opposed to just say one sort of catch-all as such. So let's look. Talk to me about the Mend balm. Why Mend, and what's in the Mend?
The Mend balm has the strongest amount of CBD in. It's got 1,000 milligrams per 30 ml pot of CBD, and it's combined with a number of essential oils, turmeric being one of them, lots of anti-inflammatory oils. That was my initial balm, if you like, my pain balm. And I then tweaked it for different types of pain. So, sorry.
Well, can I just jump in there, because I'm interested about the essential oils as such. So was it just sort of trial and error? You would try like a base compound and then just mix different essential oils to kind of get the result you were looking for?
Predominantly, yes. Yeah. What I actually did, looked through a number of essential oil books and saw ones that were anti-inflammatory that went together, and basically combined it that way.
Okay, so that's the Mend balm. What about the Sport balm? What's different sort of from the Mend?
CBD content is the same as the Mend again, so it's a really strong CBD content. The difference are the essential oils. This one I was looking at more nerve pain, burning pain, injury recovery, and some of the essential oils in this one are peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree. That's just to name a few. So it's just the essential oils that are different to the Mend balm. The CBD content's the same.
And then I can see from the literature that you've got there's a calm balm and an ease balm. So the calm balm, explain to me what that's really aimed at doing or what that's for.
I aimed that one at basically anxiety relief, sleep. I've had great results from ladies with period pain, cramps. This one I use on my temples if I do have a headache, my pulse points for anxiety, and before I go to bed on the soles of my feet for sleep.
So this one actually, again, came about from something that was concerning you personally?
Yeah, I've been through the menopause, and anxiety was a huge factor for me on the menopause. So this one's got essential oils like lavender and frankincense in, and rose geranium.
And that's interesting. You say you put it on your pulse points. I heard someone the other day talk about stress headaches that they had, and they were saying that they'd used it on their temple and stepped away from the computer for a while, and it seemed to be effective. What about the ease balm? Talk to me about that.
The ease balm came about, family member has rosacea, and another family member eczema. Again, so I was looking at skin properties in this balm. This one has 500 milligrams of CBD in, and it's got some vitamin E, patchouli, frankincense, and lavender. And we've had amazing results again. People with eczema, with psoriasis, rosacea, any sort of skin complaint. People have been given by the doctor steroid creams that have inflamed their skin even more. And this seems to calm it completely.
You were telling me just off mic before we sat down about the lady that came to see you recently at one of the fairs you were at with eczema. Tell me a bit about that one.
She'd been to the doctor. She'd suffered from eczema for a while, and she particularly had it on her eyelids and under her eyes. And the doctors obviously don't want to prescribe anything to basically put on her eyelids. And she asked if she could try some of this. And we said, yes, please try it.
While you were at the actual fair?
While we were at the fair,
okay.
And she was walking around. I had some testers there. So she tried it on her eyelids. And I suppose about 30 minutes later, she came back and she said, oh, I'm going to have to buy some because all the itching's gone on my eyelids.
Really
so,
good.
Yeah, she was well pleased.
So just to reiterate, you can use these balms, whichever one you're choosing, for whatever ailment, you can use them as often as you want. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's really good. What sets the Humble Herb apart from other sort of CBD balms out there?
I think if you go into some high street shops, you'll see lots of CBD balms. When you look at the CBD content, you will see that maybe it's 200 milligrams in the pot that you're buying. Our balms have between 5 and 1,000 milligrams. So it's the strength of the CBD combined with the essential oils.
So it's really the combination that gives it its power.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, that's interesting. And I've actually smelt some of this. The aroma's gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, they're all really
They're
nice.
all different, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And again, from actually getting hold of some of these balms, what's the best way to go about doing that? Where can people find the balms if they want to give it a go?
We're in a number of independent health shops. You can go on our website, which is www.thehumbleherb.com. And this you can order online. You can also see the list of the independent stockists where you can actually go into the shops and buy them.
And I know a lot of them have samples as well. They can even try sometimes.
They do, yes. So you can even try before you buy.
Okay, that's really good. Plans for the future, Sam? I mean, what do you want to do with the Humble Herb or any other products? What are you thinking?
We're trying to get it out to as many independent stores as we can across the country. We're looking at a candle range at the moment to run parallel with the essential oils that are in our balms. So we have a calm one and we have one called Potent, which is based on the Mend essential oils. We're still tinkering with them, but they're nice.
And that's really just to sort of chill people out with a bit of calm balm and a nice candle.
Loads of people say that they love the smell of the balms, so we thought, well, let's put them in a candle. Brilliant.
Okay. And any final messages for any listeners out there that've got ailments and what have you? I mean, what's the best thing for them to do for themselves personally? Is it sort of do their own thing, or is it go and talk to other people?
Well, I mean, my journey started sort of in the independent health shop locally, who are very knowledgeable. So I would certainly say get down there. Those people have so much information and knowledge on natural remedies, but use them. They don't have the list of side effects that you get with pharmaceutical products, so give it a go.
Okay. Sam, thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate it, and see you again soon.
Thank you.
And that's the tea for today's episode. We hope you're leaving with a head full of knowledge and a heart full of, well, whatever makes your heart full. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a dose of the Humble Herb, and tell your friends, because sharing is caring, especially when it comes to good vibes and great information. Until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and keep it herbalicious.
The humble herb, it speaks to you. Hidden secrets in the morning dew. Nature's larder waits so well-being song for heart and mind. Breathe it in